future. It's so bright.
No, it's really not. It's so dark.
I couldn't actually see through it. All I could see is my hand holding over the top.
Can I see that? It's like fucking Captain Jack Sparrow. Can I see that? Why did you put it back in the box?
Why not?
It's made it so much fun. You might as well just said it. You might have just said no. You might have just said no.
It's to give him the full experience of Joe. The pizzazz and grandeur.
Anyway, let's go find pictures.
I can't see nothing from this.
That's what I told you.
Why is it can't see anything? I feel like it's. Oh wait, hold on. There's another layer. That's why. No, still nothing.
That's the sunshade part of it. Do you want me to show you how to use that off camera?
I know how to use this.
Yeah, I can show you something still to look though. Anyway, this is the Red Light Pizza Podcast.
This is episode 2 of the Descent into Madness.
I'm Mike, Alan.
Yeah, me.
How the fuck do I use this thing?
Nick, behind camera.
I need to know how to use it. It's not working. I can't see it.
Right,
It's a telescope, is it really that fucking
It doesn't matter.
You look through it. You look through it and tell me that.
Yeah,
you can see
fuck
from it.
all anyway.
Yeah,
So what's the point? Then you have no opinion.
Well,
You want to stop
How is that?
You want to stop Thanos' cock? You have no opinion.
Director, can you please tell us what we're talking about?
Right, so we finished the last episode because Nick was doing this. Right. And we were talking about how you'd made Flawless and Linda.
Sit back.
For fuck's
I
sake.
can't see you.
Oh, well,
Your head's all cut off.
nobody really wants to anyway.
That's what she said.
So we were talking about how Nick had made Flawless and Linda choose between me and you.
Why would she say I can't really see you? It sounds rapey.
Is that lame?
Is that the joke? Is that the joke?
It's very much within Mike's wheelhouse.
I can't believe we have to explain my jokes to him now.
I'm so innocent now.
No, you
Mate, I spent 5 minutes with Linda.
He went down south for like a couple of weeks, comes back up north and he's just
soft again.
turned into a fucking
I bet he
retard.
wears a coat and everything.
That's so much disrespect.
Oh, to you.
Nick, edit this bit.
Yeah. So anyway, you started saying and then you stopped saying it and did this.
Hey, mate, if you didn't understand what I meant by that, then we're not.
No, I fully understood it.
I thought you were saying I've got a lasso cock.
That's pretty much what I was wondering to see if you
Nick
wanted to see my lasso cock.
Nick just helicoptering behind camera.
I'm sorry, I think I've got a bit stir creative from working from home for so long.
This is what I'm going to be like in a few weeks.
We're talking about the good old days.
Mm.
Good old days of Red Light. Let's talk about Premier Battles for a second.
Okay.
Yep.
Mate, let's talk about the first time when we were invited by the good Bison Briggs.
Yeah, what a mistake that was. Well done, Briggser.
Basically. It's not on us. Honestly, I enjoyed it because I was always a fan of the art form. Like
this,
But I enjoyed it for the exact opposite reason because I wasn't a fucking fan of it and then I just became a fan.
Well, I think it was just the fact that I thought if someone I knew what would get it, if we could just suspend this, like it's none of it's real.
Yeah.
Just take it as a show. He's the only person I think of what would understand that part of it.
Yeah,
like
just some of the funniest jokes I've ever heard. It was a great 2 years.
battle rappers can be some of the most entertaining people on the planet, and they don't capitalise on that. I don't think they realise what talent they've got.
Yeah.
And they just piss you up the wall.
Some people are just naturally incredibly fucking funny.
It's not even that. Some people are just incredibly charismatic. They've got it. They've got something about them where they can just understand stuff. It's very much like when you see a kid Joe at high school, you can go, oh, he's going to be an actor. You can just see it. Like
You can see that with Tox and Flawless though, because that's what they bring to the podcast. Like, it's entertaining for people that aren't a fan of battle rap just because it's them two saying it.
Yeah, they bring an outside opinion into a very inclusive area.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, because it's a really small community. Really small.
Well, it is these days.
Yeah, but they're both fucking...
We've been putting that out for 20 minutes,
no,
mate.
So let's make sure it was all out. I'm not being to blame. I'm not being the sober one. I'm being to blame for burning your flat down.
I think you'll get away with it. Blame Nick.
Yeah, could do that. Blame Nick.
Blame Nick.
Yeah, definitely always an option.
Why would it be me? Like, why would I? There's no way that I'd burn your flat down.
Yeah, you would.
I think you could.
I think I'd probably kill it.
As
I said that,
I think you got it in your brain.
Like, do you know when you actually speak, but your mind's like,
This is a trap. Give me 6 months, I'm living in a different house.
Yeah.
The only thing I've survived is that shit lamp and one of them pictures.
Anyways, that's who's surviving.
I don't know.
Oh, Michael, maybe. Maybe Michael. He's been burnt
I don't
a
know.
few times, hasn't he?
I don't care actually, they're paper, aren't they?
Fair enough.
Get that insurance money, bro. They are
one of a kind pieces.
priceless. Remember this in 6 months' time. Priceless works of art.
Priceless.
When Nick burns my house down, that insurance claim is going to be
When?
hefty.
Why would I burn it down? Mate, I stubbed my cigarette out in the ashtray.
This time.
Yeah, you also knocked that still lit cigarette onto the remote control.
I don't remember that.
All the 4 seconds.
Well, anyway.
So what we are going to do when we're all in lockdown, what we're all going to be watching, what haven't you watched yet, what you're looking forward to watching?
I'll tell you what I watched that I'm not looking forward to ever remembering. I watched Birds of Prey.
Right, so I haven't watched it yet. I wasn't excited about the film anyway. Like,
I was excited about it just for Harley Quinn because she was the best part of Suicide Squad. And
Well, the
I'll
only
watch
part-
Margot Robbie in anything.
the only part what excited me about the film was when Ewan McGregor got cast, and I was like, oh yeah.
That's horrible.
But that was literally the only part what made me perk up about the film. But I was just like,
I genuinely love Ewan McGregor.
Yeah.
Fucking love the guy. But fucking hell, he shit the bed. It's awful. It is truly one of the worst performances I've ever seen from anyone ever. It was fucking horrific.
So elaborate on this, like why? Because I'm not seeing it.
There was nothing like his Black Mask.
yeah, it should be great.
Yeah, no.
Should be, isn't.
Nothing menacing about him. He kind of is almost gay, but you don't really know, and he doesn't play either straight or gay or anywhere in between particularly well. Like there's not
the point of it, the character is supposed to be as confused and as
yeah, but he doesn't play that he's confused.
No, I didn't say
that
he was confused. That the character itself, you shouldn't be able to pin.
So in retrospect, based on what you said and what Mike said, you played the character perfectly.
No, well, no, not really, because if he's playing a character where
if he plays it like Keanu
confused,
Reeves in everything, like fucking stone face, you're confused, but not for the right reason.
yeah,
like
I was confused about it because just nothing was acted well. He dialed in every single scene. It felt like he just didn't want to be there at all.
Oh, do you reckon it's another Leto thing where he's filmed a shit ton and it's just been fucking cut to foot by...
I don't think it is, because he's in a good portion of the film, like a really good part, and then Victor Zsasz is in it as well.
See, I'm really excited about seeing Zaz, but I don't think DC
right.
universe would ever produce a good version of it.
It's got some really entertaining scenes. There's a bit where, spoilers by the way.
I'm not going to watch it, so I
know. But if anybody out there wants to kill herself and watch it, like
kill yourself and watch
it, kill yourself. Death by Birds of Prey. Zass is in it. There's a bit of a scene where he's cutting faces off. It's alright. There's a scene in the police station where it's just Harley Quinn just fucking beating shit out of a load of coppers. That's great. That is really, really well done. Really well shot. Perfectly choreographed. It's fucking fantastic. But then, unfortunately, the rest of the film, she's surrounded by a bunch of bastards that don't need to be there at all.
Suicide Squad.
Worse. Far worse. Because in Suicide Squad you had little moments of other characters like Captain Boomerang. Yeah.
My God.
You had moments. I really enjoy the Joker scenes in Suicide Squad. So I really like Leto's Joker.
I wish we had. It would probably have to be a 4-hour film to make that Joker character fit well, though, from the amount of stuff he says that they filmed. Yeah. It'd have to be like a 4-hour film to fit all that stuff in.
Or just make a good film and use the actual good scenes that you've got instead of letting the studio or whoever recut the film as a piece of shit.
Like 0.5 or whatever. Just do a recut of it and then just put out
like
another
they did with Batman vs Superman.
Well, no, because that follows the same a same storyline. It's just a little bit
I suppose
it extra.
Yeah.
It doesn't change the.
And they changed a bit of the order of the cutting as well, so it doesn't feel as choppy.
Yeah.
So it feels more better as a film.
That Suicide Squad has a whole other lot of issues.
Yeah.
Just for the way, because it got so well received off that fucking trailer. That first trailer, which was incredible, but I think that dictated the tone and the way that film was actually finished and how it was edited.
Yeah.
And I think it suffers for that.
Like I say, Birds of Prey, Margot Robbie's good in it. She's not as good as she was in Suicide Squad, but she's good enough in it. And then there's a young girl who's like a pickpocket in it. She's good.
I literally, like I said,
it's assassin.
Not the last time we filmed, the time before, I think, when we was talking about upcoming DC films, I was like, I literally don't care.
Yeah.
I think they released, Superman Red Sun, the
Yeah.
animated one the other day, which I was excited for, more so than any of the live action
DC
films.
does cartoons fucking well.
Yeah, better than Marvel.
Really, really does well.
Yeah. They make Superman seem not as fucking dull and shit. Okay. I think the animated stuff does a lot more justice to the character than any live action version of him. Every live action version of him has been fucking terrible.
I'd argue Man of Steel
is the worst.
Is the best.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, we'll disagree on that. We'll disagree on that because I know Nick's going to agree with me, but yeah.
In the scheme of live action, yes, he's the best live action.
Yeah.
But comparing to any animated.
Yeah, no, that's what we're saying. Like you just said, out of the live action ones, Man of Steel for me is the best film, the best Superman. Far better than Brandon Roth, far better than
Reeves. First Reeves, I think it shaped a lot of people's perceptions of superhero films. But I would argue he's probably the most loyal to the original the
comic book.
The original ethos,
for
what they could do at the time, technology-wise. I would argue he's the closest to the boring cunt in paper. In film, boring dead cunt.
That really went into kind of a really quite serious conversation. Not what this episode was originally about.
We're meant to be talking about old times.
The last episode went to fucking complete madness. This seems to be the other side of it.
I didn't say which part of madness I was going to take.
But so what else, Nick? What else do you want to talk about? What else did we do?
I'm not too sure what that was about, to be honest.
No, I don't know how we got there.
What's your favourite red line moment then, Nick?
My favourite red line moment? My favourite red line moment is when we decided, temporarily to do a horror. Everyone sends in their favourite horror films that they want us to watch, and we did the first one, which was about that weird bird creature thing. Remember that? What was that
for the Geek?
Yeah, that's right.
Awful.
And
No.
New for the Geek was the first one.
It got a lot of laughs.
It is exactly what it's supposed to be.
That's the shit you're gonna make me watch, innit?
However,
Stuff like that.
guys, let me just say what my moment is before you guys get back into that. New for the Geek, yeah, but it was the moment where Alan made a very serious comment saying, "I don't feel like the people in the South," or something like that. "I don't feel like the people in the South like this." And Mike replied, "Yeah, but these are Southern folk. You can't treat them like normal, like normal folk. Southern people, you can't treat them." I
would argue I am completely correct. Fucking
you can't treat them like normal folk, he said. That probably
I
for
think
me.
that was the word you used as well.
Normal.
I think you used hillbillies. I think I might have used the word
rednecks.
Yeah, hick or something.
Hick.
Yeah.
And you was like, "That's not okay."
That's racist.
Think of all the things we've said. I said hick and Nick went, "That's not okay."
The line too far.
I said well worse than that. Nick's laughed his cock off.
I remember like when we first recorded our first lot, and I think only one episode made it out.
Yeah, it was wooden as fuck though, to be fair.
It was awful, but those episodes that were put on the floor, I think were some of our highest entertainment.
But there was a reason, like they was
definitely not seeing the light of day.
There was stuff like because we did. You'll never see this, but we did.
Maybe if he pays a lot of money.
If my favourite episode that we've done, I think, was the Mortal Kombat.
Oh, I knew you were going to say that.
So we did, because it's the podcast, we did an oddcast of Mortal Kombat, and we all came up with our own Mortal Kombat.
I've never
ideal
actually
cast.
been as happy and disappointed.
Yeah, because
with absolutely everyone in the room at the same time.
Like with the occasional character, we'd all take it super serious. We'd be like, yeah, that's like the perfect casting choice for that character. And then for the rest of it, you was the closest to what would actually be a real film cast.
Because everyone should hire me.
I dispute that. I dispute that.
Yours wasn't far off. Mine was fucking mental.
Yours is the reason that it had to be cancelled because we couldn't put out 45 minutes of me literally pissing myself. Literally laughing that hysterically. I think I banged my head off a lamp, the table, the fucking wall.
That was a lot of fun.
It was the best thing that no one's ever seen.
To be fair, we should do more episodes like that where we cast a film.
If you would like us to cast a film,
though, because Jesus
if people would like us to cast a remake film, let us know, and then Alan can do it, and then I can laugh at him because he just doesn't get it.
I have some solid choices. Solid.
Please do not
we agreed on John Bernthal as Kano. That I remember.
Because it's the most, literally, it's the most obvious casting ever in the history.
Can we not talk about this? Can we not?
But we did agree on that.
Because we agreed.
We agreed to never talk about Mortal Kombat on camera again.
No, really quickly. If we're going to talk about it, let's talk about it. Can we just agree who Sub-Zero, Scorpion, and Reptile would be played by? No. Can we just say that?
No, we can't.
All the masked characters. Who would they be played by?
Colin McGregor, free. Genuine suggestion.
In fairness, Alan, if you'd have said that, there would have been no issue with me releasing the film. There was slight issues.
Yeah. I put my... no, I'm not even defending myself.
People can pay us and they can watch the footage and laugh.
I have the footage stored as, like, basically...
That's blackmail bait, innit? That's blackmail material. That's when I finally hit fucking big and Nick goes, excuse
big.
me. Yeah, that's when finally someone comes along and goes, you're
100
And there'll be me with my little fucking box. There'll be me with my box saying, I beg to differ. They'll make a million times.
But yeah, no, I'm not even doing it. I'm not.
Who all of the Mars characters are?
Right.
So what's your favourite time in Redline history?
That was it. That was genuinely it. It was because it was fucking hilarious. Like, obviously, there's some stuff that we just can't put out. We just can't.
And it's not for the reason you feel.
And it's not. It's not because
it's worth money.
Bad.
If you pay us, I think we should put it out. If people are going to pay us, we should put it out.
I don't know, man. I don't know legally.
No, I don't feel like I want to put it out.
I just don't think. I think there's a reason why I couldn't
made
put it
into
out.
a situation that sounded way worse than it actually was.
Okay.
But because I was fucking so drunk, I couldn't eloquently explain my casting choices. So naturally, these two fucking pricks did what they always do and just hammered the joke home. Like, literally made the joke, everyone laughed, everyone thought it was funny, and then they hammered the shit out of it.
It's the funniest hour and a half I've ever had. Making someone feel as shit as humanly possible and then threatening to put it online.
To be fair, that is funny. But also, we was at the point where I was that pissed. I didn't fucking care. So yeah, don't make friends with these two. For fuck's sake. Like, if you see them on the street, just like cross over or something. Like, don't interact with them. Flawless will agree. Tox will probably agree.
Nah, Flawless will be like...
He'll agree with that one. Like, maybe not really like you.
Flawless agrees with me. He goes, Nick, do you know what? I think you're professional. I think you're good at what you do, but you're a fucking dickhead. And he says that to me every time. So there's no way Flawless would agree with that shit. All the way.
Big facts.
I'm just party boy, aren't I?
Michael, party boy. Never do that again.
It's on camera.
Do you know what the fact about going back to the Mortal Kombat? It was the fact that what you said.
I don't want to go back to it again.
No,
we got off that subject.
What you said wasn't that bad. The fact is, the truth is, it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't. He's just like he was the easiest job
what
you
did, which is literally like the most schoolboy thing you could do, is leave a door open for us, and you just left it wide open. We just like, yeah, we're gonna just.
And then reacted to it. He did it and went, "Oh no!"
Yeah,
and at that point,
no.
At that point, you knew you fucked up.
This
is
us.
And then it was literally an hour and a half of just the most funniest insults that I could physically think of, which is sadly not going to see the light of day unless you pay $59.99.
Mate, put your bids in.
Yeah, $59.99. You can watch it. You get a free copy.